Hey, yeah, what's poppin', gang? We back. What's good? All right, man, enough of that. Look, man, I love it when the rest of the world starts to see and understand what we already been saying and what we already been feeling. And as the days go by after this case has ended, you kind of start to see some people. I don't know if they backing off or if they just. I definitely still see the meat gobblers out there for sure. Like that is absolutely happening. And you still have the stands going in all our videos. In any video that I could see, you got the stands in there just saying we ain't doing that. The man even dropped a snippet yesterday talking about getting views and we getting views. Like, bro, listen. Peep this, bro. If you ain't do nothing, if you just made music, bro, we wouldn't say nothing. All we could do was talk about the music, but there's so many antics outside of the music. You giving the people content. Anyway, shout out to the homie Jamari, aka the Tan Superman. He calls himself that all the time, man. I watch his videos. This is the first time I actually think I think I've seen him talk about Drake. Maybe not. I have to look back, but I haven't really. I don't think I've ever seen him talk about Drake. So he just dropped a video called Drake Just Lost Everything. Figuratively, you know what I'm saying? Because I know the meat munchers in the stands going, he ain't lose everything. He richer than Kendrick. He get more money than Kendrick. Bro. Shut up. All right. He said Drake lost everything figuratively. And personally, even off the title, I'm going to say, I don't think Drake lost everything. I just don't think nothing is going to be the same. Y'all see what I did there? All right, let's go ahead and get into this video, man. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We on the way to 50K. Can't get there without y'all, man. Let's go ahead and jump into this Jamari video. Let's get it.
So I had done my best to ignore the ongoing legal battle between Drake and UMG for the last couple of months, at least when it comes to posting videos on the topic. I figured that my audience was a little bit fatigued.
I can't even lie to you, bro. We all feel the same way. Bro. Look, they milking Drake. Look, bro, I can't lie to you. I be feeling like it sometimes too, but you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, also there are people who want to see it. So, and if it's continuing to happen, we are hip hop media. We gonna cover it. Facts.
The cow had long been milked, and I hadn't planned on speaking on it again until an actual verdict was made, which obviously could have taken years. But recently, Christmas came early for the boy.
The Drake L package.
And the federal judge in the situation, Judge Vargas, has granted the motion to dismiss this case altogether.
Back against the wall, I either go all the way filthy or I fall back.
I study rap battles for a living. I study rap battles for a living. Yes, I study them, you know?
And I have this sort of chink in my armor for the rest of time.
For those of you that might not remember, Drake was suing his own record label, UMG Recordings,
how can we forget?
Over the content specifically in the song turned anthem Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. His allegations were pretty steep. Essentially, the UMG devised a plan to destroy Drake's reputation and likeness, using Kendrick as their puppet to do so.
Purists and people who just love confrontation, they love to say, hey man, there's no rules in this shit, but there are fucking rules in this shit.
Of course. You know what? There are rules. That was some of the most Karen looking shit I've ever. There are rules in this. Yes, there are. The finger pointing too. He did the finger pointing at you. Ew!
You know, in Drake's head, this all happened because he was due for a contract renegotiation, and after he got verbally smacked around in the battle, he was out here feeling like Eduardo in The Social Network.
You better lawyer up, asshole, because I'm not coming back for 30%. I'm coming back for everything.
Now, the obvious logical fallacy here was that Drake himself willingly engaged in and even encouraged this battle to happen. For over the last decade, both he and Kendrick fanned the flames of their feud through countless subliminal shots at each other.
No, like after Kendrick's thing, you wouldn't. I noticed you didn't really get into that too much. So
I just I don't know. It just wasn't real to me. It's like, was that real or was that just like for the people? You know what I mean?
I think it's a sparring.
Why was he so hurt? And you this is the only times you really see him angry is when he talking about that situation, the control situation. Why is he so hurt? Look at his face. He hurt. Like, why? Why you so hurt?
Kind of sports.
Yeah, but
you're not
at the
into
same
that.
time, it's like, you know, then let it be real. Then
But you seem just now a little irritated by it. No.
Really?
Bruh.
I don't know if it was worth it, you know, because there's a lot of people that were mentioned that I feel like can't really go back and fuck with that guy after that. You know what I'm saying?
And nothing been the same since they dropped Control and tucked the sense of the rapper back in his pajama clothes.
In my mind, hip-hop is a sport, and fans like me love this type of back and forth. Now, to be fair to Drake, it did seem like he wanted to bury the hatchet with a collab song with him, J. Cole, and Kendrick. Almost like, oh, the power of friendship wins type of vibe. Now, obviously, in the end, Kendrick would deny the feature request, and J. Cole and Drake
they gave
would...
Kendrick a tooth in the middle, bro.
Now, obviously...
They gave oh no, this is okay. So this is a superimposed. I'm finna say, bro, like what the half and half, bro. The tooth in the middle, like, bro, chill. That shit scared me.
In the end, Kendrick would deny the feature request, and J. Cole and Drake would take shots at him on the eventual song First Person Shooter. And obviously, in turn, Kendrick said fuck that on the Like That record. We're not friends, and as a matter of fact, we have some serious shit to address. And P.S. to my good friend J. Cole, you can also get it too, I'm literally just handing it out. So Cole eventually bows out, Drake ends up taking the bait, and the rest is really hip-hop history.
I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise, like...
The way he tried to dead this shit after that, but the way he tried to end it, like, I'm closing the chapter, I'm closing the book, okay? It's like he hung up the phone first. Like, I'm hanging up the phone so you don't hang up on me, nigga. That's what I'm doing over here. It was some good exercise, you know. At least I got you outside or rapping. What?
Get out, get the pen working.
You can't even walk outside. Because anytime we're at a party, someone's going to play a song that's about you being a pedophile and we're going to sing along to it.
Now obviously his reputation did take a massive hit. I mean, people of all ages were out here dancing to a song calling him a PDF. And we all know that Drake's reputation is pretty much everything to him.
Yeah, what'd I tell you?
What did you say to him?
You said that I can never let you down.
And after...
Brother, do you see the scripted nature of even that conversation? I don't think that, bro, look how unrealistic this is. Now, I feel like LeBron actually like, hey, bro, and what I tell you? He kind of sunned him when he said that shit, too. Like, how he said it, like, hey, and what I tell you? What I tell you?
You said that I can never let you down.
And after being embarrassed for the last year, whether it be at the Grammys or the Super Bowl, where all of his peers were there to point and laugh at the show, I'm sure that all really made his blood boil, and so he in turn pulled the biggest Karen move in hip-hop history.
Drake filed a lawsuit for defamation against Universal Music Group.
And I think it made the whole Not Like Us discourse linger much longer by filing this suit. He says the UMG planned and illegally promoted this diss record to destroy his reputation, claiming they used bots and radio payola to shoot this song up the charts and make it more popular than it already would have been. He also claimed that this record was defamatory in nature and that it could potentially cause him physical harm. Keep in mind that's after years of him acting like some sort of mob boss. And he even went as far as to claim that UMG should not have distributed Not Like Us in the first place. Which is awfully ironic considering he championed a petition just a couple of years ago to not allow lyrics to be used in court, and let's be honest, the guy has dissed dozens of rappers and other entities throughout the course of his career, obviously posting those songs on the very same platforms, and profiting in the millions of dollars.
I study rap battles for a living.
I mean, understand that had this case gone in Drake's favor, it would have set a very dangerous precedent for art in general, because obviously they could then use things artists have said or expressed artistically to give them civil or possibly even criminal charges.
Now, I do... Yo, the pause is crazy. Now, I do still think they using lyrics against you in the court of law. I just think when it comes to the idea of defamation in rap, it's just impossible, bro. It's so woven into the fabric of what hip hop is to be somewhat braggadocious at some point. And if I can't say that, I can't say that about you because you're gonna sue me. What? It's literally anti. It's anti everything the roots mean of hip hop. It's anti.
This, you fucking piece of shit. What's this?
And this was always going to be an uphill battle for Drake, because defamation against a public figure as he is very hard to prove in general. And he also had his fair share of what could be considered defamatory statements in his rebuttal and initial diss tracks.
You put your hands on your girl. She's been engaged for years. You're not married yet. You living in New York.
This is making my
not.
blood boil.
I mean,
bro, this the recounting of all of this is like making my blood boil, bro. It's like the idiot, like it's so dumb. It's so dumb. And it just wasted so much time. We could have been talking about so much other music. He could have dropped more music. We could be in a completely different place, but we not. We still here. We talking about you. I'm just glad it's over. I am. Let me know in the comments if y'all actually glad that it's over, or do you think it's over? Do you think it's ended?
In the ruling, the judge notes the fact that he accused Kendrick of abusing his wife, while also accusing his wife Whitney of having an affair with his best friend Dave Free, resulting in an illegitimate child between the two. The judge also agrees with the opinion that a reasonable-minded listener could recognize the idea that diss tracks are heated in nature and present a great deal of hyperbolic rhetoric. Meaning to the average person, it is likely understood that Drake was not a legitimate PDF file. Like, no one really thought he was out here doing some Epstein, Trump-level shit, but it was simply...
The pause, listen. The pausing in this, I'm pausing at perfect points in this video. This is crazy. What's going on here, bro? Like I said, bro, I was gonna say, I don't think that, you know what I'm saying, where is it? Ibiza? Is that where it is? Or Dubai, whatever the hell. I don't think that there are people who don't believe that he was up to that level of steam level. Let me just say that. I definitely think that there's people who think that there is a much deeper rabbit hole to go down. I mean, even if you think even the Ville has dropped so many videos. Shout out to the Ville, the Mark Hotel and all of that, bro, and Hidden Hills and we just haven't seen the literal smoking gun, but there's a lot of noise and smoke around it. So I do believe that people still kind of think that he might be at that level. Do you? Let me know in the comments.
Yeah, file. Like, no one really thought he was out here doing some Epstein, Trump-level shit, but it was simply a jab at his questionable relationship with several minors over the course of his career.
Yikes.
I met Drake in an Australian hotel. I was touring, and he was touring too, and honestly, his managers just came up to my dad and said, Drake loves the show, come to his show tonight. And I was like, are you joking me? Drake? He wants to see me? And I was like, okay, we're going. So I got my outfit prepared, I went there, and he was such a fanboy, and I was such a fangirl. And honestly, we text all the time now. He helps me with everything, just life lessons. And we went to dinner afterwards, and we had dinner the next day, and then we met in Sydney. So we just texted each other the other day, and he was like, I miss you so much.
Oh my God, it's nasty to hear. It's nasty, bro. It's nasty. I don't give a damn. It's nasty, bro. That's disgusting. Just hearing that is what? I would have preferred him to just walk up and be like, hey man, the show was amazing. Listen, I'm doing a show tonight. Tell your dad, the whole family to come through and hang out, because the show, the sending the manager is that veil of weirdness too, where they be plucking girls out the crowd. You know what I'm saying? That shit is weird.
If you what does he say?
About boys, he helps me.
What?
Yeah, he's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
What's his advice with boys?
That stays in the text messages.
I mean, his weird friendship with an at the time 13-year-old Millie Bobby Brown is literally found within this paperwork.
Oh my God.
Also, a big key here in the dismissal was that matters of opinion cannot be considered defamation, and that the average-minded person should be able to consider the source when it comes to factual versus opinion-based statements. Like, you aren't going to take the words of a comedian or a podcaster the same as you would a legitimate journalistic source.
But I will say this though, we are living in one of them, you know what I'm saying, less logical, kind of more mouth-breathing-esque kind of times where people just... I don't think a lot of people use their ability to logically make decisions. That's what I'm saying. If you look at all of the information that's on TikTok, information that you come across on Twitter or X, a lot of people take everything they hear and everything they see as fact. And there's not a lot of ability to people to have deductive reasoning and look at something and understand how there could be truth to it, but not accept it as whole truth. Like, so I think that's a deep issue that we have right now. So reasonable listeners are like, if you watching this video, I'm damn sure guarantee you're the reasonable listener. If you're not watching this video, you probably one who can't tell the difference between bars and truth and fallacy. Like you can't separate them.
At least you shouldn't, that is. But we know in 2025, a lot of people live and die based on what like podcasters say.
Because he said you have an illegitimate daughter, you groom women, and then Drake's comeback was, I don't have an 11-year-old daughter, and Brian said, hey bro, address the other shit.
And I feel like where things really
Literally
started
saying what I'm
getting
saying.
weird for Drake is when he requested to see Kendrick's business contract between him and UMG, and he also requested any information they may have when it comes to his biological relationship with his children, and of course Dave Free. Basically, to me, this all screamed that it was not going very well for him, and he wanted to get any ammunition he
Grasping
could during
at
the
straws.
discovery process so he could try and use that against Kendrick in the future. I also think this lawsuit for him was really about saving face, trying to change the public narrative and also save his reputation. And in the end, sadly, I think it just made his L like that much worse.
You know what I did, man? Fuck all y'all pussies, man. For real, man. I see y'all boys outside when I see y'all, man. For real, man. On some real shit outside, some body shit, man. I'm gonna see y'all boys when I see y'all, man. For real, you know, I got hope body, man. For real.
Embarrassing.
Like even over the course of the last couple of months, he has been rolling out his latest album Iceman through these live stream multi-hour episodes. And during these live streams, he was still alluding to the battle, basically saying that it was rigged from the start, and taking subliminal shots at both Kendrick and UMG, calling him their Pinocchio that they puppeteered to destroy his reputation, but always acting like he was one step ahead with some sort of quote-unquote big bomb.
This is legitimately a RICO money laundering situation between the three major labels and the biggest radio conglomerate in the...
Bro, I think it's hilarious that Rory did make this whole like kind of grandstanding moment where he dissected what he believed to be the reason for the case, and when it was dismissed, and we all know it's a defamation case, he's like, yo, my mind was completely somewhere else. Like, I didn't think that was even what we were here for, and some of the things that I thought that we were here for. I'm like, bro, all that stuff got like thrown out and dismissed like a long time ago. Like we've moved past that. We're just talking about, you can't say bad things about me. So I think it's crazy how that whole thing played out. Like Rory really was just in a completely different direction than the rest of the people following the case.
Mm-hmm. Do you understand the red button a little more now?
Oh, Drake's lawsuit certainly added to this.
And it's funny that his biggest fans acted like he was out here playing 4D chess, while all along the guy was out here playing Candyland. And the promise of this red button for the last year, that obviously never came, made some of them very angry.
Bro.
Biggest waste of my fucking time of all time. The biggest waste of my god.
Bro.
I can't fake it. I can't fake it. That was ass.
Is that actually it? That can't be it. Please don't.
Bro, the Glazers started to see. The Glazers even started to see. I know Kai and them, their relationship been a little bit weird for a minute, so he just said, I can't fake it. And I'm like, wait, so what does that mean? The whole time you've been faking it? Like, have you been faking it this whole time? And then for this nigga right here, pushing the narrative of the red button drops tonight, that's what I'm hearing. And again, maybe they sold him that. Maybe they did sell him that. But, bro, you gotta really understand who you're putting on the pedestal, fam. Like, just a little bit of common sense goes a long way.
Don't tell me that was it, bro. No button pressed. No button. Nah, that was like very, very disappointing. Like I was actually told that this was gonna be a red button. So either someone's fucking with me, but either way, at the end of the day, I'm never putting anything else out again. That's disappointing, man. All that build up for nothing?
It was honestly hilarious to witness as this lawsuit had become
Amazing.
some of his fans' sole focus in life, really dedicating all their time to pushing propaganda around it. It seemed like they were very much convinced that Drake would prevail and either own UMG, or in some cases they thought he would cash out in the billions of dollars.
I think Drake is gonna ask for something that no artist has ever asked for or received.
$2 billion?
And it's gonna be very interesting to see
$2 billion?
if he receives that.
As far as money?
$2
As far
billion?
as compensation for damages.
On the lawsuit side.
Absolutely. We talking upwards of $2 billion.
Stop it, nigga.
Absolutely.
Hey, Ray, I'm with you. I'm
And while
with you,
his fans
Tom.
were
I'm with you,
convinced by his
Tom.
lame subliminal shots, I feel like anyone with an actual brain knew that Drake was kind of dining on a nothing burger.
Come
I
on,
mean, the
bro.
guy was citing his own fans' tweets as evidence in court, using DJ Academic's live stream clips as factual information to support his botting claims.
So I was promised payments after, but up front, I was promised $5K.
Okay.
They told me it was for a big artist, promised $5K up front. And then I was also promised after the song performed, I was also going to receive, a little percentage of the song. So points on the song.
This was something
Bro,
that the
do
judge
y'all
also
remember
noted in
this?
her
Bro said he was getting a percentage of the song. What?
ruling. And this whole thing was really a joke from the start for the same reasons I said when he first filed. Drake in his own diss tracks told Kendrick to say that he had weird shit going on with young
Exactly.
girls. That this Epstein angle was what he expected all along. The judge also noted this fact multiple times. She also says that Drake basically thinks that everyone should merely ignore every other diss released during this beef, all because not
Yeah, like it wasn't a part of this main conversation. Let's just not look at that. Let's not talk about tailor-made freestyle, please. Can we not talk about what I said over there? Cause that's just gonna damn and incriminate this is gonna just stop everything that I got going right now. It's gonna damn my case if we talk about the fact that I told him to do all of this. Can you be more dumb? What?
Like Us ended up becoming the massive hit. This was a notion that she dismissed totally.
The fact that Drake is biracial. So I'm looking at it from a black and white perspective, okay? His daddy's side engaged in a rap battle. His daddy said, go out there and fight, go out there and fight. And then when Kendrick busted his ass, his mama's side said, oh no, Aubrey, we going to the police. Okay.
And I guess I just have a hard time wrapping my mind around how anyone thought he was going to take a W here. Like, logically, he had no legal or moral ground to stand on. Like, it's
None at
not
all.
even about liking or not liking him at this point. It was just downright dumb. I mean, I totally get that he probably thought that UMG was like
that popping
diminishing
ass, huh?
his future value and his future catalog. But at this point, let's be honest, the guy is almost 40 years old, still cosplaying as a mob boss, still cosplaying as this lover boy. And obviously his better years are
Wait, was
behind
that a
him.
cringe?
It would be, still cosplaying
Is that a
as
cringe
this
face?
lover boy. And obviously his better years are behind him. It would be like LeBron expecting a 10-year super maxed out contract this season. Like, yes, at one point he could have and did demand whatever he wanted, but that is not the current state. I mean, since the beef alone, Drake has dropped at least like 30 to 40 songs, and absolutely none of them have had staying power outside of
Not
one
at
song
all.
called
And
Nokia.
that's the part that people have to look at, bro. It's not like he hasn't been dropping music, and we keep saying this. Why is it not hitting the way that it was? Oh, they pulled the plug on him. He's not getting the same promo. He's not getting the same push that he used to get. Why is it not the same? The fans are saying it's not the same. They like on the edge of their seat waiting for that one joint to drop that they can say, there he is. But I just don't see it happening.
Which by his very high standards of the past was a small blip compared to his former hits. Like, this thing never even went #1. And before the beef even happened, UMG probably considered all of these things, and they looked at his demands for hundreds of millions of dollars
Yeah.
and laughed in his face.
What are we talking about?
Because they already own the bulk of his stronger catalog. I believe up until 2018, they own everything. Which in my opinion is a majority of the songs that will stand the test of time. Like, I don't think they even really cared to own that
But I think that was the reason for this case in the first place. It was kind of known but unknown, is that he was hoping to win enough or gain enough to buy his masters back. I'm sure. Because I just don't think he has that money. And it's crazy how we ain't heard nothing about like stake or none of that in a while either, right? Like, I'm just not thinking about that. But I think that was his main goal, is let me use this case as a way to get some money so I can buy my masters back, because they own most of the projects that really do a ton of money and do a ton of numbers. Everything I'm putting out now ain't really doing nothing. But that's why you got to pay attention early on, gang.
Shit enough to like max him out. I honestly think that's why he's so dedicated to this like gambling, streaming arc and attaching himself to all these different people, because he still needs the payroll to live his insane lifestyle.
Wait, what time? Wait, where are you right now?
I'm outside, daddy.
Wait, what?
But I really feel like my point from a year ago still stands. I really think all Drake had to do was go away, make the fans and really the general public, like the more common consumer, miss him for a couple of months, and just come out and drop a polished.
It's kind of crazy, bro, because it's the J. Cole formula. Just go away. J. Cole dropped Port Antonio, and I think he had a verse on like a T Grizzly song, if I'm not mistaken. Chat, let me know like in the comments if Cole has dropped anything else. But he, other than that, has been literally off the radar. Like, we haven't seen Cole. So when Cole does come out and drop the fall off, there's going to be people who are still gonna have something to say. Like, that's not, some of y'all really hate Cole, but like, at least it'll be like, okay, well, we ain't heard from him in a minute. What does he have to say? We already know what you gotta say, Drake. You talking every other day.
Great record with a couple of singles, really proving that he could still make hits. Like, oh yeah, you might have knocked me out, but I'm still standing, I'm still doing my thing, I'm still strong. But instead, I feel like he's done everything to be in everyone's face
all the time.
If you had a superhero name, what would it be? BBC Girl.
Oh, okay. That's where we're gonna end.
He comes off as an extremely sore loser. He's out here trying to change the narrative every day, and in turn, he's really continued the Not Like Us narrative past when most people would even truly care anymore. It's like if you got your ass beat in front of everyone, and you keep coming back to school day after day claiming that it never happened, that you would have won if you didn't slip at the wrong moment and get caught with that right hook. And now, honestly, who even knows where this Iceman album rollout will go, because it has been so predicated on the idea that he is set for a big win against UMG, as if he represents and will expose the truth amongst a bunch of lies. And now that his...
But the crazy part is to base all of that, to base your album it makes me really believe he actually thought he was gonna win. And that's an even more sad notion to believe. He actually thought he was gonna win, bro. He has his entire album rollout based on the lies coming to truth and the truth coming to light. Like, what? Like, you really thought that was gonna be it? Like, I can't see how there wasn't one person in this corner to say, hey fam, maybe we shouldn't base this whole rollout, this album is gonna mean a lot to you, bro. Like, maybe we shouldn't base everything on this huge, blinking, blaring, glaring unknown over here. But they did it anyway.
Entire case has been thrown out. I feel like it once again just makes the whole thing look pointless. Like, his fans are still waiting for this red button that is never going to come.
No.
I mean, I really just think it was the ultimate Karen move to do this lawsuit. I did kind of see it as an attack on artistic expression. That's why I was never really with it. And now I think he will just have this strange relationship with UMG, who obviously holds all the cards at this point, and was ironically boosting the shit out of his music for the last 15 years.
Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucien and Universal.
Wow.
He's like, like, man, my daddy got it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, my daddy controlled the spins. My daddy got the DSPs. My daddy. Drake has a rich baby daddy.
I mean, bro, that's the one piece about Ye where it's like, bro, sometimes he really be on point and locked in. And other times, bro, I just don't know who he is. Like,
but either way, I want to know down below what you guys think about this verdict. I really think the guy's ego was just beyond damaged, and this was like the only route that he saw to kind of like save face.
Definitely think that his ego is damaged completely, bro. Like, I think you'll never get that back. It's like Superman finding out that he can bleed. That's what it is. And nobody else thought he was Superman. He thought he was Superman. He thought he had the blueprint to the game and he was always going to be on top and there was nobody that could take him down. And I think that all it really took was for Kendrick to show him who he really was. That's it, bro. Just show him who you really are. And then show the world in the process who you are so they could start really paying attention to what you're allowing into your space, what we're listening to, what we're the type of music that we're pushing to the forefront. Is that what you want? And now we're seeing with the way that the music is being received, his music is being received, people don't want that, bro. People just, I mean, there's some people who want it, but then on the other side, it's like, yeah, we just want more, bro. It ain't hitting the same. It ain't hitting the same. And personally, I feel like that for a lot of artists, man. Like, not even just Drake, but like, I feel like that about a lot of artists that didn't put a lot of effort and energy into their work, didn't make you think, didn't have anything else to say other than, you know, experiences, what they bought, where they went, who they smashed. If that's all you got, it's a sad time for you coming up, man, in the next couple of years or so. I definitely think there's going to be a niche, small space for it, but for the rest of the free thinking people, bro, we want more. Let me know how y'all felt about that in the comments, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate the love. Make sure y'all go over to Jamari, man. I don't even know where he at, like 2-3 million. Make sure y'all go sub up to his channel too, man. I appreciate the love and support. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.